Do you ever feel like that no matter how much you achieve, it just feels like it's never enough? Like the moment that you hit one of those goals, there's always something else that we're trying to strive for. I feel like this is something so many of us creatives or entrepreneurs, or those of us who are just trying to build something of our own, struggle with. It's this feeling that we're always chasing, that it's never enough, always trying to get there wherever there even is. So in this video, I like to share how I let go of this anxiety of never feel like I'm doing enough, or the feeling that it's taking forever to reach my goals and I'm never going to get to where I want to be. So we're ambitious, we have big visions, we dream big because we want to create something that's meaningful, and I think that's beautiful. But the downside of it all is that if we start, it can start to feel like we're never fulfilled. Even if we hit those milestones, we barely stop to acknowledge them before moving on to the next thing and the next thing. And if we're not careful, this can turn into a never ceasing or never ending chase for something new or something more. It's like we're constantly reaching outside of us but never arriving. So I try to remind myself to just slow down, to take a breath, to actually look back and see at how far I've actually come. Because the thing is, if we're always so focused on what's in front of us, we don't even notice the progress we've made already. But if you just stop, right, even for just one moment, I'm sure you'll be pleasantly surprised at how far you've actually come. And there's also this other thing of how we always focus on what we don't have versus what we already have and what's right in front of us. We focus on things like how far we still have to go or how long things are taking. And we get stuck in this loop of worrying about the future, feeling like we're always behind and when we can't get there fast enough. And a friend once told me that worrying is like meditating on what you don't want. And that resonated with me so much because it's so true. The more we focus on what we lack, the more we reinforce it and invite it into our lives. I truly believe that whatever we put out there into the world is also what we get back, because I've experienced this all throughout my life. But when we start shifting our focus to gratitude, to what we already do have, we tend to create more flow for it to come into our lives. So in every journal, in every morning I journal, and at the end of my journal writing, I always finish by saying something like, I'm grateful to be alive, to be healthy, to be living this life that I have, and also grateful for the opportunities and the people that are showing up in my life right now. And speaking of meditation, I want to share something else, as this is what really triggered me to make this video. During my meditation the other day, I was putting out intention out there of where I want to be and visualizing my material goals. But then something shifted inside of me. I realized that the real goal isn't the financial milestones or those external achievements. These are just a means to an end. And ultimately, what I actually want is to feel free, to feel secure, and to feel happy to live this life that is aligned to who I am and my values. And if that is the real goal, then why am I waiting until I achieve certain things to actually feel that way? So when my intention changed, I changed my intention to be more present and to be more content and to be happy in every moment. And this is in regardless to whatever situation I'm in or where I'm at in life or what I have. And for me, when I change my intention to be more in the moment, this feels like it changed everything for me, because instead of looking outside of me to feel love or to feel seen or secure, I started looking inside. And instead of waiting for things to happen before I can feel whole, I shifted my energy to feel content right now, rather than focusing on what I don't have or where I want to be. And when I shifted my intention, I felt like my energy shifted. I felt lighter and I felt less anxious, because I knew that if I could find the sense of peace right now, I wouldn't just be happier in the moment, but importantly, I don't need to rely on outside forces, which I have no control over, for me to feel whole. And from this place, I feel like it's a much better foundation for me to build off, to walk this path to get to where I want to go. And also, this will attract more of what I want in my life, rather than ruminating on what I don't want or what I don't have. So, in closing, instead of always thinking about how far we still have to go, what if we actually just pause to see how far we've already come? What if, instead of chasing happiness in some distant future, we allow ourselves to just feel it right now, actually enjoying those little moments of the journey of getting to where we want to get to? Because I feel like when we stop searching, then we start being. And we then don't just find contentment, we actually build from a place of wholeness. And to me, that just feels easeful, it feels free, and it just feels happy. So thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.